You guys, look at how beautiful this plate of food looks. Got some ground beef, some oranges, some potatoes, squish, and a little bit of raw cheese. But everybody gets nutrition wrong. Everyone's trying to get abs, everyone's trying to get a great physique and, you know, build muscle, tone up and all that good stuff, but they're getting nutrition wrong. Like, this is breakfast, right? This is honestly 1,700 calories worth of food right here. Not saying you have to eat all this food, but this is how I've always eaten, and I've gotten a great physique. Look at this. Yum. You pair that up with some ground beef. I don't see a lot of people eating like this. When I see people who are trying to build muscle and lose a bunch of fat, again, obtaining that great physique, I don't see them eating like this. I either see them eating very, very little, salads, chicken salads, stuff like that. I either see them eating like processed healthy foods, like cottage cheese, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, cottage cheese is a very high protein, you know, food. Like, it's a great food to eat. Or they'll be eating like protein bars and, I don't know, like other processed snacks that claim they're healthy, you know, because they're high protein. So I'll see them eating that. I mean, or you're kind of just not doing anything at all and you're eating whatever the fuck you want. But basically, this is how I've always eaten. And I've noticed a few different problems with people not eating like this. Like, look how much food this is. This is 1,700 calories. When you're not eating a bunch of food and you're eating all these different processed things that are high protein, what's happening is it's not allowing your body to lose fat and build muscle as fast as it could be, as great as it could be. And again, I've eaten like this all my life. Let me take a few bites. Here's the problem. Here's the biggest problem when people aren't eating like this and they're eating too little. Number one is your metabolism will start to slow down. So when that happens, I mean, obviously you're not going to lose fat like you guys want to. And number two, when you're eating all these processed foods, high protein snacks, all this other bullshit, all this other bullshit like the energy drinks that has a bunch of ingredients in them, all this processed healthy stuff, when people are eating like that, it just doesn't allow the body to function at high levels. I mean, yes, you can still get shredded like that. Yes, it's definitely possible, and a lot of people do it. But it's all about optimization, right? Like, how great of a physique you want. How fast do you actually want results? And when you're going for optimization, you're trying to get to your goal as fast as you possibly can. Maybe you're a person who really struggles with making progress. You probably should be staying away from all the processed foods and eating very, very little. Yeah, but you might be saying, yeah, Daniel, but the only way to create a calorie deficit is through nutrition and eating less. Nope, you don't gotta do that. You know, actually, a lot of people believe that. You know, when clients come to me and they first are actually asking for help and they're looking for a coaching program, they come to me already in a calorie deficit and they're eating like way below under their maintenance calories, 1,000, 2,000 calories below. Like, some of them are eating only 800 calories in a day. Like, their metabolism has slowed down so much, and it's just like, damn, you've kind of fucked yourself. So then I have to take them through a reverse diet, make them add calories, and then once they start adding calories, and it's good food, good healthy food like this, high fatty food, this is Wagyu beef, high fatty ground beef, potatoes, high fat cheese. Once I put them on a diet like that and they're eating more, all of a sudden they start to lose more weight. How the fuck is that possible? How do you lose more weight while eating more calories? You know? So these are just some of the reasons why you would want to eat something like this, meals like this, whole foods like this, a lot of food like this, instead of trying to starve yourself, you know, instead of trying to eat all these nasty, high ingredient, healthy foods. And one thing though, before I get a bunch of comments, you still have to be in a calorie deficit. You know, you still have to create your deficit, and you can do that through training and moving more throughout the day while you hold your maintenance calories. Like, this is a big meal. Like, you don't have to eat this many calories, but, you know, don't starve yourself is what I'm trying to say. Here's another thing. My potatoes weren't as tasty as it can be. Everyone cuts out salt. So many fucking people cut out salt, and I used to be one of them, so I can't talk too much mess. But salt is one of the main things that your body needs in order to function at high levels. For your brain to think faster, you need salt. and people are cutting this stuff out, and then wondering why they're losing a bunch of muscle when they're trying to lose fat. Look, if you want to tone up your physique and maintain muscle, possibly even grow more muscle and lose fat at the same time, you should not be cutting out salt. And if you are cutting out salt, I mean, that's on you, bro. That you're not gonna get to where you want to be. Look, when it comes down to it, this is how you actually should be eating in order to get to your fitness physicals, to build that ultimate toned up, six-packed out beach body. You have to be eating full whole foods. Whole foods made up of one single ingredient. A potato is a potato. A piece of cheese is a piece of cheese. And staying away from the processed foods. You know, the single crafts cheeses that's made up of a bunch of whatever the fuck that's in it. Eating like that. Number 2, you have to be in a calorie deficit if you're trying to lose fat. If you need to lose fat, but you're also trying to maintain your muscle, grow muscle, got to be in a calorie deficit. But don't starve yourself. You can't starve yourself. Create your calorie deficit through training. You know, working out, moving more, getting your steps in. And trust me, you guys, I have eaten one of those bland bodybuilder diets that everyone likes to try, the unseasoned chicken breast with the brown rice with the quinoa and the white rice, cutting out the breads and potatoes and only eating veggies. Like, I've eaten in a way where you eat the same meals over and over again. The plain oats, maybe you put a scoop of protein in there, and it tastes like shit, it's fucking gross, but you're disciplined, so you stick with it. That's great to do for discipline, and if you're trying to build your discipline levels and just like make it hard for yourself, I think that's amazing to do. But if you want to get real results, you don't have to eat that way. Not only that, but it's better to eat this way, because not only does it taste a lot better, and you're not getting tired of eating the same foods over and over again, but you're also going to have better energy levels in the gym. When you're eating the unseasoned chicken breast and you're eating the same thing over and over again, you're only getting the same kind of vitamins and minerals within those meals. But if you're always switching it up, you're having the high-fat steaks, you know, instead of the chicken breast. You're having the potatoes, the fruits, the eggs, the dairy, the whole milk. Like, when you're eating like that, you're gonna have so much different vitamins and minerals that your body uses to function and thrive in the gym and in daily life. Like, there's no way that you're not gonna start progressing even faster. You can see that I'm putting salt on every single bite. You guys can do that. The only time where salt is bad is when you're going to, again, eat the processed foods. I know I keep mentioning it, but processed foods are fucking you guys. When you're starting to get super bloated and you think it's because of the salt, it's because it's the salt when you eat it from foods like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or all these other fast food joints, Wingstop. I love Wingstop. I have it like once a week. I can't even lie to you guys. But it's that kind of shit that makes your body super bloated and just makes it gross looking. You know, because they add so much salt. Like, you imagine if this whole salt bottle was full. It's like you're dumping loads of that inside of it. When it's like this, you can add as much salt as you want because you're in control of it. It's nowhere near the amount that you're getting from those Lay's bags of chips. You're getting from the Wingstop and stuff like that. I'm not perfect. I binge out on food. I have those chips sometimes. The Wingstop. And every single time I eat like that, my face bloats up. I look like shit. I'm tired the next day. I have brain fog. I'm demotivated. So, like, you're only shooting yourself in the foot by eating those processed foods. It doesn't matter if you're bulking. It doesn't matter if you're cutting. It doesn't matter if you're maintaining. This is how you need to eat no matter what. This is a principle that you guys need to follow. Eat like this, whole foods. If you're bulking, whole foods, but more. Maybe some more carbs, right? If you're cutting, whole foods, but less. A little bit less. You don't want to starve yourself again. 1,700 calories in my stomach. If you want to maintain performance, you still want to be strong, you want to maintain your muscles, you don't want to lose your muscle, but you want to lose fat, this is how you should be eating. So, start eating like this. That's how you look good. That's how you're going to be shredded. See you later.